Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sheboygan A's Baseball at Wildwood Park. My name is Mike Martin, and along with Matt Crowley, we will be bringing you today's game versus the Kenosha Kings. And later today, the Addison Braves. That's at about 5 p.m. All games in the weekend challenge are Wisconsin State League games. The starting pitchers for this game, for Sheboygan, they have the left Noah Emery going, and for Kenosha, Justin Binns. The starting lineup for Kenosha, they have Zach Pazoka in center field. Playing at second base, Dan Hahn. DHing, batting third, Riley Hughes. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Tony Newman. Batting fifth and playing first base, T.J. Yakominski. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Mason Schultz. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Drew Kinnett. Batting eighth and catching, Mickey Scher. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Aaron Schauer. Again, pitching, Justin Binns. Defensively for Sheboygan, they have Harry Stout at first, Ross Christ at second, Jacob Neese at third, and Bennett Becker at short. In left is Mark Warner. T.D. Walker's in center. And playing right is Cooper Gussie. Catching is Shane Ryan. And again pitching Noah Emery. Our umpires today behind home plate are Bill DeGroot, and on bases Peyton Kelling. Bunt attempt is missed by Pazoka for strike one. The weather report for today at game time, temperature is 68 degrees, no humidity, skies are clear, and the wind is very light, as you can tell out in center field. The flag is just kind of there, so no aid for the hitters hitting to the outfield. Pitch is just a bit outside. Emery wanted it called a strike. Umpire DeGroot didn't see it that way. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's called strike 3. That brings up the second baseman and number 2 hitter, Dan Hahn. Beautiful day out here at the ballpark. It's a weekend challenge. All the State League teams are in town playing 7-inning games. Everybody will play 3 games. The concept behind this event is to limit travel. The league extends all the way up to Green Bay and down into the Chicagoland area. And if you're on the fringes in Chicago or up in Green Bay, it can be a lot of travel. This way teams can save a little money and get together and play some baseball. This event's been going for about 4 or 5 years now. It's evolved over that time, and it is the way it is now. Ball hit out towards right field. Gussie over. Makes the easy catch. That brings up the DH, Riley Hughes. Not a real big crowd for this first game. People are strolling in. They're also playing games at the Field of Dreams. There's a game going on right now over there. And I believe there'll be 3 games at the Field of Dreams today and 4 games here at Wildwood Park. Count is even at 1-1 for Hughes. There is 2 outs. We're in the top of the first. No score. Breaking pitch is up a little bit. Bouncing ball out to Christ at second. His throw to first is in time, and at the end of a half inning of play, Kenosha nothing, Sheboygan coming to bat.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's.
Starting lineup for Sheboygan, Ross Christ will bat leadoff and play second base. Hitting second and catching, Shane Ryan. Batting third and playing first base, Harry Stout. Batting fourth and playing third base, Jacob Neese. Batting fifth and playing center field, T.D. Walker. Batting sixth and playing left field, Mark Warner. Batting seventh is the DH, Joey Pettit. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Bennett Becker. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Cooper Gussie. Defensively for Kenosha, they have Yakominski at first, Hahn at second, Knit at third, Schultz is playing short, and in the outfield, left to right, it's Newman, Pazoka, and Schur. Catching is Schauer, and pitching is Justin Binns. Kenosha is managed by Kyle Stone. Sheboygan is managed by Tim Moyer with Ken Neese, his assistant. Ken is just strolled down to the first base coach's box. Moyer has yet to make his way out to the third base coach's box. Chris so far on the season is hitting .326. He's got 3 doubles and 2 home runs. That 6 I almost spit out was the number of stolen bases he has this year. Strike call evens count at 1-1. Emery had a 1-2-3 top of the first. We like it when pitchers throw strikes. Bouncing ball hit out to Hahn. His throw is in time. Matt has promised everyone in the press box that he will not mention about how nice the game is going and how fast we're playing. Brings up Shane Ryan. If you were with us when Shane made his first appearance of the season in a A's uniform, he hit a home run that game. Currently hitting .211 with a home run and a double. Kind of all or nothing so far. Shane has 4 hits on the season, 2 of them for extra bases. Binns in the windup. he may have taken a little bit off of that pitch, and Ryan was out in front on the swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. It's 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that brings up Harry Stout. Harry playing first base today.
First baseman, number 19, Harry Stout.
First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Waiting on deck is Jacob Neese. Harry leading the ball club in hitting. He's hitting a very robust 467. He's been on fire hitting the long ball. He's got 7 home runs so far. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Harry leading the club in number of hits, runs scored, base on balls, runs batted in. Takes that for a strike. He makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Harry has only been hit by a pitch once. Andreas has been hit by a pitch 6 times. And there's another walk for Harry. Very patient hitter. And that brings up Jacob Neese.
Third baseman, number 17, Jacob.
Neese steps in hitting 196, but he has hit with power. He's got 5 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, and 15 runs batted in. First pitch is a strike. Harry, always a threat to steal over at first. He's got 3 already this year. I think he had 1 last year. One and one is the count. There's 2 outs, no score. We're in the bottom of the first. Bouncing ball out to short. And Schultz takes it himself to the bag for the force out, and that ends the first inning. After 1 full inning of play, no score.
I'm not usually.
I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
every single time I.
Get down! Get down!
There you are. You always
My
have.
back! My back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things
Yes, things.
are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And-
please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Left fielder and number 4 hitter in the Kings lineup is Tony Newman. Emery's first pitch is down low for a ball. Infield is deep at all 4 spots, and the outfield is fairly deep and straight away. Emery with a breaking ball, and Newman swings and misses. That outside pitch evens the count at 2-2. Bouncing ball up the middle. Bennett Becker throws off the mark. He had a tough play. It was a slow roller. E6. Good throw would have had him. Or a taller first baseman. Good hustle by Shane Ryan to back up the play and keep Newman on at first. TJ Yakominski is up next. Yakominski's the number 5 hitter. And he plays first base today anyway in this game. First pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 is the count. Pitch is outside. Throw down by Ryan is not in time. Count stands at 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's nobody out. Newman's on at first. Ball is fouled off. Sheboygan comes into today's ball game with 7 wins and 8 losses. They're 7-8. Wisconsin State League is 2-4. In the NEW, they're 3-1. That doesn't all add up. It's because some games count for both leagues, and some of the games were exhibitions. Jacob Neese picked it up. Didn't think it was going to go fair, and by the time he decided to make a play on it, it was too late. Give Yakominski an infield hit. Kenosha is all set up now for a big inning. They have runners on first and second, and their number 6 hitter, Mason Schultz. Not a good start to this inning for Sheboygan. Great start for Kenosha. Kenosha comes in with a 4-5 record. That's overall. I don't have a breakdown of their league standings. Two balls and no strikes on Schultz. Just outside, 3-1 now. Up here in the press box, we have our field announcer, Bill Wagner, CJ Skelton, along with Hudson, taking care of the computer business. Matt and Mike are down on the other end doing the live stream business.
Third person.
Hudson's working the video games. Three balls and two strikes. Pitch is just off the corner for ball four, and that loads the bases with nobody out.
Third baseman number 12, Drew Gannett.
Next up is the third baseman, Drew Gannett. Emery's gonna have to find his control to Gannett. First pitch is a ball. Bases loaded, nobody out. Infield about halfway, except at short. Bennett is all the way back. Harry just a step inside the bag at first. And Nice is a step behind third over there. That foul ball makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another pitch fouled back. Runners taking short leads. Swing and a miss by Gannett. And that brings up Mikey Shore.
Veteran number 4, Mikey Shore.
Emery trying to work out of a bases loaded no out jam. He still has the bases loaded, but there is one out. First pitch is a ball. Pitch is outside. 2-0 is the count. Kyle Stone is down at third. Coaching over there. Ball is hit out to shortstop. Bennett on the edge of the grass. Infield fly rule is called. It's an automatic out. The bases remain loaded, but there are 2 outs now. And that brings up the number 9 hitter.
Right fielder, number 16, Aaron Schauer.
Brings up the right fielder, Aaron Schauer. We were not able to get any Kenosha stats, so we can't give you any information about any of their players. Newman, the runner on third, is getting a little spunky down there, trying to distract Emery. Hard ground ball to Christ. He picks it up, flips over to Bennett for the force at third. And Sheboygan escapes a bases loaded, no out jam. Kenosha gets no runs at the end of an inning and a half. Still no score. T.D. Walker is going to lead off the bottom of the second. I imagine Binns is a little distraught. His team had the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the second and failed to score. A good job of pitching by Emery.
Leading off for the eighth, center fielder, number 22, T.D. Walker.
You know, even though Kenosha loaded the bases, very little of it had to do with Noah's pitching performance. Walker steps in, hitting .239. Has 11 hits, 5 runs batted in. TD has drawn 11 walks, though. He's showing a good eye. That pitch evens the count at 1-1. Ooh. Up and in. Walker gets out of the way. Boy, that looked dangerous. Binns caught a break there. Another pitch up and tight in the zone, but it clipped off of Walker's bat. That makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's what Clay would do. Clay Schwartz. Pitches up. Makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're just getting started here in the bottom of the second. There's no score. Matt Crowley will be your announcer for innings 3 and 4. Bouncing ball right to Binns. He flips over to Yakominski for the easy put out. So I do 1 and 2. Matt does 3 and 4. I do 5. He does 6. I do 7. It's a tag team match, the last 3 innings. Talking to Jacob Maternowski at the team store. He's in sports management, and he's a smart guy. Goes to UW La Crosse. Line drive out to right. It drops in for a base hit, and Warner holds at first with a single. So it was my impression that La Crosse had kind of morphed from being a Phi Ed kind of school, churning out Phi Ed teachers. It was well noted for that for years. I graduated from there as a Phi Ed teacher, and I thought it morphed into more of a program for athletic trainers and physical therapy especially. And Jacob was telling me they changed the program a couple of years ago, that you had to there's a bunt laid down, but it rolls foul for a strike. They changed the program around where you had to get an undergraduate degree, and if you wanted to be a sports trainer or a physical therapist, that was that's a graduate program. You know, my initial thought on that was, well, now I got the kids going for 6 years instead of 4, make a little more money. Bill rubbing his thumb and his forefinger. Yeah, we'll put a few bucks in the cash register at La Crosse, but that's how they do that. Interesting how things change. Who'd have thought Lakeland College would be Lakeland University? It was that late, huh? Okay. There you go. The ball in the dirt and allows Warner to advance to second. So we have a question for our listeners. CJ graduated from Lakeland College back in the day. It's now called Lakeland University. When he refers to his alma mater, is it Lakeland University like it is now, or is it Lakeland College like it was when he graduated? We'll just throw that out there. If you want to send your responses, go to the A's website and send us an email with your answer. Bouncing ball in the hole at short. Diving attempt made but not made by Schultz. And that single is going to score a run for Sheboygan. Pettit found the opening in the infield and drove in a run. Schultz was leaning towards second base and just could not get back in time to get his glove on the ball to knock it down. And that brings up Bennett Becker, the shortstop. Pettit, the DH, is on at first, and Warner, the runner on second, is now in the dugout having scored a run. Only one out in the inning, too. Another pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Mikey Shore. Bennett, not a good swing, swung and missed, and then Shore made a nice throw down to first, but Pettit was able to slide in ahead of the tag. Another pitch by Binns in the dirt. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Wind has picked up a little bit. Right on the corner by Binns. Evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Becker down on strikes. That brings up Cooper Gussie, the right fielder.
Right fielder, number 4, Cooper Gussie.
Gussie has 6 hits on the year, a couple RBIs, hitting .207. West Dallas ahead of Green Bay over at the Field of Dreams, 3-0. Right here at Wildwood, Sheboygan on top 1-0. Ball hit foul. Oh, it's just off the monitor, Matt. The fans couldn't see the nice play that Tim Moyer made. Well, look at that guy in the Dawson Montreal shirt. Ball falls off the bat of Gussie. They hit him on the hand. So we got a fan down by the backstop. He's wearing a Montreal Expos jersey, number 10 on the back with Dawson the name. It's Andre Dawson. If you remember, Andre went from Montreal to the Cubs. And he's now in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, and the buddy he's with has a Montreal cap. No, they're not even watching the game. It's too sunny facing the field. Pitch is outside. Good play by Shore. Count is 1-2 strikes. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second. Sheboygan on top 1-0. Gussie's on at first. Pardon me. Pettit is on at first. Gussie's at bat. Bouncing ball foul. Few people streaming in now. Seems like 90% of the fans are right behind home plate. It's like everybody's allergic to the sun. Slow bouncer over to third. Throw across is in time. And that ends the Sheboygan second inning. When we come back for inning number 3, Matt will be your announcer.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Welcome back here at Wildwood Park. I'm Matt Crawley here to take you for the third and fourth inning.
Leading off for Kenosha, center fielder number 9, Zach Pazoka.
Now leading off for Kenosha, Zach Pazoka. Pazoka's 0 for 1, struck out in the first. This is the top of the lineup. First pitch by Emery is ball 1. That one's hits the gap in between second and first, and a base hit for Pazoka.
Second baseman number 8, Dan Hahn.
And now batting for Kenosha is Dan Hahn. Hahn also 0 for 1, flew out one into right field. 1-0's the score here in the top of the third. Sheboygan just had 1 run last inning. Now here comes the pitch, and this one's ticked off the bat, it sounded like, and goes back for strike 1. Tony Newman's in the hole for Kenosha. Excuse me, Riley Hughes is, not Newman's on deck. Emery winds out and delivers it. This one's popped up into right field, foul territory, and goes over the fence for strike 2. 0-2's a count with no outs here, top of the third. Quiet day as, how many people do you think are here? 50. Around 50 people. Hey, 50 is better than none. 0-2's a count. As Mike said earlier, this is a challenge series as all the teams from from the Wisconsin State League come to a neutral ground, which is Sheboygan. So not a neutral ground for Sheboygan, but for everyone else it is. High inside pitch for ball one. Yeah, Pazoka on first. He's Emery winds out and delivers it. This one's drilled to third and pops up and makes the throw, but off target. Pazoka is going to go to third on a pass ball. Well, along with Han. Base hit and an error for Kenosha. Both runners in scoring position. Now it looks like we have a pinch hitter. Nope, never mind, excuse that. Now hitting for Kenosha designated hitter, Riley Hughes. Hughes is also 0 for 1 for today. Grounded out to second and throw to first. First pitch is just outside for ball one. Soka on third. Then you have Han on second. Both in the scoring position. This one's fouled back for strike one. It's definitely a lot cooler today than it has been the last couple of days with the 90-degree weather. It's finally nice to have a nice cool summer day here in June. That one's also nicked back for strike two. You know, it's hard to believe that June is already almost halfway over. Yeah, I got done in April, so.
Stop bragging.
How long have you been out of school for?
12 years.
Exactly. Pitch just outside for ball two. Counts even at 2-2 here. Still no outs. Runners on third and second. Now Emery gets set up on the base and now delivers a pitch. Just down outside pitch for ball three. Full count now. With another chance for Kenosha to get bases loaded. Emery gets set on the mound. Pazoka has a little lead off and delivers it. This one's right in the hole between second and first. That's gonna send in two. It's gonna send in two, and Kenosha will take the lead. Two RBI signal. And Kenosha takes the lead 2-1. Still with no outs.
Left fielder, number 24, Tony Newman.
And now batting for Kenosha is Tony Newman. Hit the same gap. I do believe that Pazoka had hit the first one. This one's into right field. It makes a one-handed grab. Gussie is there to make the one-handed grab for out number one in this inning.
First baseman, number 22, TJ Yakomiski.
Now batting for Kenosha, TJ Yakomiski. Yamiski is 0 for 1 on today. Excuse me, he's 1 for 1 with a single. High inside pitch for ball one. Now Emery's up on the mound and delivers. This one's just fouled for strike one. Counts even at 1-1. I'm pretty sure this still makes. Mike's also saying that the low humidity does make a huge difference. You know, it's not fun when it's 9 degrees weather and you gotta load 180 bales of hay when you're up in the hay mound. That's not so much fun. Counts 2-1. Make that 3-1 now after that pitch. Ball in the dirt. You do have Newman on. Excuse me, not Newman. You have Hughes on first. This one, he gets a good rip of this one, but it goes foul. I don't know if that went on to New Jersey or. So, full count now, 3-2. Only one out here in the top of the third. Umpire called time, don't know what for. Now, Emery. This one's drilled into right field again for a base hit. Kenosha's been laying down the hits this inning. Already 4. They had 5 previously, so 4 of them came in here. This proved to show. They already scored 2. Now batting for Kenosha, Mason Schultz. Schultz is 0 for 0 on today with a walk. Only one out here in the top of the third. Runner in scoring position. That one's a strike from Emery, excuse me. This one, right to shortstop, gets one. And gets the double play to end off the inning. Right to the shortstop, Bennett Becker, and it throws it to Harry Stell for the first baseman. But not after Kenosha scores 2 runs in that inning. Sheboygan 1, Kenosha 2. Kenosha, we'll be right back.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs,
I'm not usually. I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my
I
life.
could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my.
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I.
Get down, get down! There you are.
You always
My
have.
back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, things.
Are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
Welcome back here to Wildwood Park in Sheboygan on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And now batting for Sheboygan is Ross Chris. He's 0 for 1 today. And another update on the games. We have the Greater Green Bay Ribbons against the West Allis Nationals. And West Allis Nationals leads Green Bay 3-1 as of right now. First pitch by Binns, excuse me. It's a ball, and that one's a ball as well. It counts 2-0 already for Ross Chris. That one's going back. And it's deep. And that just hits the wall. Looked like it was going to be good, but a nice solid double for Ross Chris. I was actually looking at his stats when that happened, so would have been nice if that was a home run, but still nice hit from Ross Chris to get it off the wall. Now up for Sheboygan, the catcher, Shane Ryan. He's also 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the first inning. Now, Sheboygan already knocking on the door of Kenosha. Already has a runner in scoring position on second. Benz winds up and delivers for a strike. Counts 0-1. Another swing from Ryan. Counts already 0-2. Benz looks back at Chris. Now winds out, delivers this. Swing of a miss from Ryan. He ain't happy. Alright, 1 out for Sheboygan.
First baseman number 19, Harry Stump.
Now batting for Sheboygan, fan favorite, but you may not hear the crowd is roaring, but he's a crowd favorite here. Harry Stelt, the first baseman, leads the team in lots of basically every offensive stat that there is, besides base stolen. Yes. That pitch goes for a ball, counts ball, excuse me. That counts 0-1. Harry has 7 home runs on today. Coming into this game, leads the club in that. Also leads the club in RBIs and runs himself. Harry's also 0 for 1 for today as he got walked, and that one is called a strike. Counts 0-2 now for Harry. Still have Chris with that beautiful hit off to left. Still sitting on second. That one was low and called for strike 3. Harry didn't like the call. Now batting for Sheboygan, Jacob Nisa, Northwoods Chemical cleanup hitter. See if he can drive in Ross Chris after a beautiful double. Pitch just outside for Benz for ball 1. Chris just sitting there at second waiting to be drilled home. Breaking balls high for ball 2. Counts 2-0 with 2 outs. Pitch inside for ball 3. Nice does have 11 hits on the season. 11 hits on the season. I do believe that pitch goes for a strike. Counts 3-1 for Nice. Nice also does have 2 home runs in the season. Tries to get through the hole, but doesn't quite get there. Throwing out at first for out number 3. Top of the 4th, we'll see you next. Kenosha 2, Sheboygan 1.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
I'm not usually. I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my.
Now leading off in the top of the fourth is for Kenosha is Drew Cannett. And as you can hear, the chicken dance is going on. By far my least favorite dance. Even though I am from Wisconsin. Don't see the entertaining value in it. Breaking ball for a strike by Emery. Counts even at 1-1. Net he's 0 for 1 on today. Got struck out. This one's hit to Bennett and throws it to Harry. Gets there in time for out number 1. Now batting for Kenosha, Mickey Shore. Shore is also 0 for 1 on today. Hit a pop fly out into center and a swing and miss from Shore for strike 1. Emery winds up now delivers. Bounces into dirt for ball 1. No one on base. This one's hit to third. Ooh. Nice was expecting a kind of a roller towards third, but instead it takes a bad bounce and almost hits him in the face. Well, luckily he was able to dodge it. It will be a base hit. And now batting for Kenosha is Aaron Shower. Now you have breaking ball for a strike by Emery. You have Shore. Shower's on first, and then you have Shower on hitting right now. Counts 0-2 with 1 out here. Yeah, probably easier. Now, high inside pitch for ball 1. You have Mickey on first. I'm not going to say their last names because too familiar. Probably get them mixed up knowing me. Now, stolen base. Ryan didn't choose to throw. Was a high inside breaking ball for ball 2. Counts even at 2-2. Now, Mickey at second. And it looked like he tried to check this swing, but not in time for out number 2, and he struck out. And now batting for Kenosha, Zach Pazoka. Pazoka got the start of the scoring in the 3rd inning by leading off of a single. That pitch by Emery is good for a strike. Emery gets set on the mound. Mikey has a decent lead on second. Ticked back into the ground for a foul. Strike two. Wind has died down now. It was picked up, but now it's calm again as the beginning of the game. It's been getting a little bit warmer. Now it's 70. Now here comes the pitch, and a swing and miss from Pazoka to end the top of the fourth. Sheboygan will be getting back on the offensive side. Kenosha 2, Sheboygan 1. Welcome back here in Sheboygan. Leading off for Sheboygan is TD Walker. Walker is 0 for 1 today. Now, breaking ball just high for ball number 1. No, Benz gets set up and now delivers it. Swing and miss from Walker for strike 1. Counts even at ones. Kenosha still has the lead 2-1. The major factor in this game is the errors. 2 for Sheboygan, none for Kenosha. Another swing and miss from TD Walker there for strike number 2. This one's fouled back for still strike 2. 1-2 is the count. Bottom of the fourth here. Reminder that Mike will do the 5th, I will do the 6th, and then he'll do the 7th. So you don't want to go anywhere in this game. Ball way outside and into the dirt for ball 2. Counts even at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs.
There goes the perfect game ahead in the press box.
Nah. Inside, high inside pitch from Benz. Seen a lot of those today. Counts full at 3-2 for TD Walker, coming back from 2 strikes. And this one's popped up. Second baseman. And he drops it, and Mike called it. and that'll be an E4. And so TD Walker will get on base.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
And now batting for Sheboygan, Mark Warner. So talk about errors, like I said, as Kenosha before that had none. Now they have one compared to Sheboygan's 2. Warner is 1 for 1 on today. He's had a base hit, just a regular base hit. Pitch just outside for ball 1. Now Benz is getting set up on the mound. Looks back at first at Walker. No, swing and miss from Warner. Counts even at 1-1. Fines getting set. Walker with a little bit of a lead. This one's popped up again. Caught by the first baseman for out number 1.
Designated hitter, number 25, Jody Pettit.
And now batting for Sheboygan, Jody Pettit. He also had a single in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. Pettit's been going back and forth with designated hitter between him and Harry. I do believe Jurgensen, who's not playing this game. No. Breaking ball inside for ball number 1. Bottom of the 4th here, Kenosha still leads it 2-1. Sheboygan got up early in the bottom of the 2nd, but a low pitch for strike 1. Counts even at 1-1. One's all across the board, including one out, as you just saw from Warner. Now tried to pick him off, won't get there in time. And strike 2 for Pettit. Mikey, the catcher, tried to pick off Mark Warner at first, but didn't get there in time. Counts now 1-2 with 1 out. Now Benz gets set on the mound. Now delivers the pitch. Another high pitch. Counts even at 2-2. One's starting to pick up again. Just a nice little breeze. Benz looks back at Warner. Warner's leading off quite a bit. He's going. And I don't think the throw at second is good. So that'll be 2 outs. Oh. So now, instead of 1 out, now it's 2 outs after that failed attempt. Pettit will get on base with a walk. And now batting is Bennett Becker. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Shortstop, number 11, Bennett Becker.
Becker's average for this year is 400, which is, I do believe, is a little bit above average. 6 for 15. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Mike will be taking the 5th inning. Inside pitch for swing and a miss. So strike 1. Counts 1-1. 7 innings games. These aren't 9, as a part. Guess you could say kind of like a doubleheader. Now Benz gets set up and delivers. That one's down the pipe. Counts 1-2. Sheboygan will be playing tomorrow against Lombard, the reigning champions of the league. Good stop by the catcher to keep it in front of him, so Pettit didn't take off. Counts even at 2-2. Two's all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Benz gets set up on the mound. Takes a little longer than most pitchers, seems like. That's a wild pitch, and Pettit will advance to second. Almost looks like it hit Becker. So now Pettit's in scoring position. Pettit has a moderate lead off his second. And called strike 3 to end the inning. Sheboygan down 1. Mike will take you now to the 5th inning. Kenosha 2, Sheboygan 1.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And...
Please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
We have a new pitcher for Sheboygan, Sam Hernandez. This will be his second appearance of the game, of the season. He made 1 start. He went 3 innings, gave up 7 hits and 2 runs. Noah Emery's line for this ball game. Noah went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs. Both of those were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 3. Sheboygan trails it 2-1. You know, earlier we were talking about graduating Lakeland College and whether you were a graduate of Lakeland College or Lakeland University. Bill raised a point. He and I both attended lacrosse, and when we attended, we were called the Lacrosse Indians. Now they're the Eagles. So Bill asked the question: are we Eagles or Indians? Based on when we graduated from UW lacrosse. Yeah, or could go the same route with Sheboygan South. Redmen, now they're the Red Wings. Leading off the 5th inning is Don Hahn, second baseman. 1 for 2 with the run scored. Swing and a miss. Hernandez with a breaking ball there. Over at the Field of Dreams, West Dallas in the 6th inning leads Greater Green Bay 5-1. Greater Green Bay will be playing their second game here against Kenosha. Hahn is down on strikes. And then a throw out by Ryan. Riley Hughes, the designated hitter, is up next. Sheboygan has 3 chances to get the lead. They trail 2-1. Kenosha, in the 3rd inning, Kenosha was able to string together 4 hits and come up with 2 runs. Riley Hughes got the key hit, a 2-run single. That foul ball, the count stands at 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 5th. Kenosha on top 2-1. After that Greater Green Bay Kenosha game that follows this ball game, Sheboygan will have their second game of the day. They play the Addison Braves. That'll happen around 5 o'clock. Hernandez's pitch is fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's 1 out. We're in the 5th. Right down the middle for strike 3. Two outs, 2 strikeouts for Hernandez. That brings up Tony Newman, the left fielder. Newman is 0 for 2. He did reach on an error back in the 2nd. That's when Kenosha loaded the bases with nobody out, and Noah Emery was able to work out of it. Wasn't quite as fortunate in the 3rd inning. No balls and 2 strikes. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 3. And that ends the top of the 5th. When we come back in the bottom of the 5th, Sheboygan will be trailing 2-1.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Cooper Gussie is going to lead off the bottom of the fifth for Sheboygan. Cooper is 0 for 1. Justin Binns has pitched a beauty for Kenosha.
Leading off for the A's, right fielder number 4, Cooper Gussie.
Gussie takes that first pitch inside for ball 1. 82 pitches for Binns so far in the ball game. That ball just nicked Cooper on the shoulder, and that'll put a runner on at first base for Sheboygan. And that brings up Ross Christ.
Second baseman number 31, Ross Fritz.
Ross hit a ringing double that bounced on the warning track and then hit up on the fence right down the left field line. Newman not able to catch up to that one. There's a drive out to deep right. Way back there. Way back there. Off the wall. Just missed a home run. That ball hit off the wall. Good play out there by the right fielder to get it in. Definitely had a chance, but we'll take a double, put runners on second and third, and that brings up Harry Stelt. Good effort by the right fielder, but wasn't able to come up with it. Official word was it's a double. Be interesting what Kenosha does defensively. You can see they're meeting on the mound right now. Binns has pitched a good game. Shane Ryan is having a tough day so far. He's got a great opportunity. Shane struck out his 2 times. Tried to break the bat over his knee, and better idea would be to hit the ball. So set the situation. Sheboygan has runners on second and third, nobody out. Shane Ryan up. He takes that first pitch, a breaker from Binns on the outside corner for a strike. Sheboygan trails by 1. Kenosha's got the infield in. Ryan with a healthy cut, but couldn't catch up to that fastball. Binns in the windup. And Shane Ryan again swings and misses, strike 3. Back in the 3rd inning, he had that leadoff double by Christ, and then Ryan wound up striking out, and so did Harry Stelt before Jacob Neese grounded out. Now what Kenosha is doing is they're going to walk Harry intentionally, which seems like a pretty smart move. Double play ends the inning for Sheboygan, and with that, that's what Kenosha is looking for here. Now the infield moves back, especially up the middle. First pitch is inside for a ball. Schultz and Hahn, the shortstop and second baseman, are both deep looking for the double play. Pitch is up and in. Jacob is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Breaking pitch is in there for a strike. Looked like Jacob was surprised by that breaking pitch. Usually expect a fastball on a 2-0 count, but Binns feels pretty comfortable with his breaking ball. Threw it again. That ball is popped up into foul territory. And Shore had the play and couldn't catch it. And Sheboygan is the beneficiary of an E2. Let's see if Jacob can capitalize on that. The count is even at 2-2. Breaking ball is just down low. Bases are loaded. There's only one out. Waiting on deck is Mark Warner. Line drive right to the shortstop. Flips a second. He drops the ball. And did he pick it up in time? Yes, he did. It was a tailor-made double play. But the second baseman dropped the ball at second. He was able to pick it up to make the force out. But Sheboygan scores on a fielder's choice by Jacob Neese.
Center fielder, number 22, TD Walker.
That brings up TD Walker, not Mark Warner. Christ is on at third. Gussie scores. We're tied at 2. There are 2 outs. Good stop by Mikey Shore. Pitch is high, 2-0. Neese looked like he wants to steal second base, but I don't think Tim Moyer's giving him the sign. Walker takes that pitch for a strike. Mark Warner is now on deck. TD is 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the fourth. Has a chance to drive in a run right here. Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. We're all tied up at 2. Three balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Neese will be running. The first baseman, Yakimiski, moves behind him, trying to put himself in better fielding position. Ball is hit out towards right field. It's going to be a foul ball, but the right fielder makes a great play at the fence, and that ends the inning for Sheboygan. So slippery fingers by Kenosha led to a Sheboygan run, but a great play there by the right fielder ends the inning. At the end of 5 complete, we're all tied at 2.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly...
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
In my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
every single time I.
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have.
My back, my back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, things.
Are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
Please be quiet.
listen, you hear that?
Welcome back here, top of the sixth, tie ball game, and we do have a score update for you from West Allis and Green Bay. Green Bay trails West Allis 8-1 in the top of the seventh. First pitch by Hernandez. It's a ball. Another ball for counts 2-0. A little bit about Hernandez is he's from Malone. He attends UW Platteville. Now 3-0 is up on the board. In college, he was 3 for 4, 3 wins and 4 losses, and that pitch is a strike for strike one. Counts 3-1. Winds up, and this one's outside for a walk. So already a runner on first for Kenosha.
Shortstop number 7, Mason Schultz.
Now batting for Kenosha is Mason Schultz. Schultz is 0 for 1 on today with a walk. Hernandez is going to lay down a bomb right to Hernandez. He's going to throw him out at first. Looked like it was going to be high, but wasn't. For an easy out, sacrifice bunted, I'm pretty sure it looked like.
Third baseman number 12.
I got confirmation that it is a sacrifice bunt. It's only one out now. Now batting for Kenosha, Drew Knitt. Knitt's also 0 for 2 on today. And Hernandez is looking back at second. Now delivers for a strike. Counts 0-1. 1 out after that sacrifice bunt from Schultz. Hernandez looking back at second. Keeping him in check. And another strike. Counts 0-2. Wind's picked up a little bit. Hernandez. Liner right down to first for a fair ball. And now out number 2. A nice pickup by Harry Stelt. Now Mikey Shore in for to bat for Kenosha. Kenosha's knocking on the door with one run. Runner on third, who I do believe is Yakminski. No, excuse me. Yeah. First pitch is a strike. Hernandez is looking at Yakminski on third. Just outside for ball one. Another strike for a 1-2 with 2 outs here at top of the 6th. Now Hernandez looking to close out the top. 1-2. The runner is knocking on the door for Kenosha. And that will end it. Kenosha leaves a runner on third. Sheboygan will get back on offense 2-2 as we'll come back here in the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back here, bottom of the 6th. Now pitching for Kenosha is Thomas Coffey. And now we do have the numbers for Benz. He pitched for 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 error, 1 earned run, excuse me. Three batters walked, 6 strikeouts and 0 home runs. And we also do have the numbers for Emery. He pitched 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, and no home runs. And now, leading off the bottom 6 is Mark Warner for Sheboygan. Was going to lay down a bunt, but a low inside pitch for ball 1. Imagine having a name after like one of your favorite drinks, coffee. Coffee ain't for me, but maybe it is for you. Mike is more of a tea guy. Breaking ball on that last pitch was a ball. That now another ball will makes the count 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. We do have the final from the West Allis and Green Bay game. West Allis does come out victorious 8-1. And they stay undefeated in the state league. Pitch was down and outside for ball 4. Water on first, all right, is what you want to see here if you're a Sheboygan fan. Now batting is Joey Pettit, the designated hitter.
Designated hitter, number 25, Joey Pettit.
Depending how long this. Oh. First pitch is a strike. Pickoff attempt. That's a lazy throwback, but Warner is safe. And Coffee tried to do another pickoff against attempt from Mikey, but no go. No outs here in the bottom of the sixth, and Mike will take you for the seventh inning, for the final inning. And Pettit really wants to bunt. Strike two. Probably just want to do a sacrifice bunt just to get Warner onto second. Right, what Moyer was telling him before he came up. Counts 1-2. Pickoff attempt from Coffee is unsuccessful. Now here comes the pitch, another, and bunted foul, and out he is. One out here in the bottom of the sixth.
Shortstop number 11, Becker.
Now batting for Sheboygan is Bennett Becker. Coffee really keeping Warner in check. Smart by him, but if you're Sheboygan's fans, you don't want to see that. Now here goes Coffee with the pitch. Inside pitch for strike one. No, don't do that. And Warner's going and got him on second for out number two. Mikey's 2 for 2 on throwdowns to second. So now 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth. Counts 0-2 now for Becker. And Coffee winds out, now delivers. And Becker strikes out. Mike will take you to last inning. All tied up here in this ball game, 2-2. We'll be right back.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious. And kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And...
Please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Leading off the top of the seventh is the right fielder, Aaron Schauer. Hernandez is still on for Sheboygan. His first pitch is outside. I was complaining to Matt that I gave him the mic with a 1-0 lead and he lost it. And then he got a good start to the 6th inning, but he didn't take it anywhere. Oh, no, you don't. I don't think that'd be a long drive from Winneconne to Kenosha to do your intern. Another pitch outside makes the count 3-1. When Sheboygan bats in the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Gussie, Christ, and Ryan. And 5-pitch walk to lead off the 7th inning. And that was a 9-hitter. Takes us back to the top of the order, Zach Pazolka. Pazolka playing out in center field. He's 1 for 3 today with a run scored. Let's see if Kenosha elects to bunt the runner over. Sheboygan tried to do it. They were unsuccessful. There's a good bunt. Hernandez, quick off the mound, makes a fine play to get the hitter, but the runner is advanced on the sacrifice bunt. That brings up the second baseman, Dan Hahn. Hahn also 1 for 3 in the ball game. Line score for Kenosha, 2 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. Sheboygan, 2, 4, and 2. Good stop by Shane Ryan. And that bouncing pitch. Breaking ball is in there by Hernandez, swung on and missed. Following this game, we'll have Greater Green Bay against Kenosha. As Matt told you, Greater Green Bay got beat over at the Field of Dreams 8-1 by West Allis. West Allis is undefeated in the state league so far. Another swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes is a count to Hahn. And then following the Greater Green Bay Kenosha game, Sheboygan will play Addison. And that game's scheduled to start around 5 o'clock. Matt and I will be back to broadcast that game. Ball hit foul. Ben Salut's up here with us, our social media guy. Ben is a student over at UW Whitewater. The Warhawks. Just off the corner for a ball. Fans have been chirping all game. Even had some chirping up here in the press box, but for the most part, the umpiring's been solid. No, I'm not looking down the way up from my spot here in the press box. Strike 3. Now CJ's happy again. 2 outs. Shower still on at second base. Brings up Riley Hughes. Hughes had the big hit of the day for Kenosha. Back in the 3rd, a 2-run single. Erased a 1-0 deficit. See if Hernandez can get this third out without allowing a run. And then hopefully Sheboygan can walk it off in the 7th. There's a drive out to left field. Warner back and makes the grab. Ball was hit hard, but a little too high. At the end of 6.5, we're all tied at 2 when we come back. Hopefully Sheboygan can get a walk-off win.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Coffey's still on the mound for Kenosha. He had some good work behind him and in front of him, actually. He walked the leadoff hitter, struck out Joey Pettit, and then got some help from his catcher, Mikey Shore, who threw out Warner, who tried to steal second. Gussie 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and scored the tying run in the 5th inning. Yes. Gussie takes that first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. All Sheboygan needs is 1 run. We're tied at 2. Bouncing ball foul. Waiting on deck is Ross Christ. He's had quite a day. 2 for 3, a couple of doubles. There's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Nice pick over there by Knit. And he throws out Gussie. That brings up Ross Christ. Christ has sprayed his hits around. His first double was down the left field line. His second double was to right, deep right. Coffey's first pitch to Ross Christ is a strike. There's another drive out the center field, but having it measured is Pazoka, and it's actually a very easy catch. And that brings up Shane Ryan. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Shane's first appearance with the A's this season, his first at bat, he hit a long home run to left center field. Let's see if Shane can do that right now. We'll get to call many walk-off home runs at this level. First pitch was a breaking ball in for a strike. There's a bouncing ball to short. Schultz backhands it deep in the hole. The throw is off the bag, but Yasiminski able to apply the tag for the out. And after 7 complete, we're tied at 2.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always
My
have...
back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And...
Please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Leading off the top of the 8th for Kenosha is Tony Newman. Newman is 0 for 3. He did reach on an error back in the 2nd. Hernandez is still on for Sheboygan. This is Sam's 4th inning of work. Fly ball, a pop-up on the infield actually. Chris calling for it and makes the easy catch. TJ Yakominski is up, the first baseman. He made a nice play to end the bottom of the 7th, coming off the bag to catch the throw from Schultz, his shortstop, and then applying the tag to Shane Ryan for the 3rd out. I mentioned Sam Hernandez in his 4th inning of work. He's been able to shut down Kenosha for the first 3 innings. Has 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. And Yakominski is a quick strikeout victim, 3 pitches, and he's out of there. That brings up Mason Schultz. Schultz is 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. He's done pretty good work at shortstop, however. Line drive, base hit to center field. That's the first hit allowed by Sam Hernandez in this outing. CJ with the audio enhancement. Big deal. That's how I feel. Big deal. There's 2 outs. But let's get the third one. Drew Canet is up next. Drew has also done some good work over at third fielding. Ground ball in the hole, and it sneaks through for a base hit. Now things are getting interesting. Mickey Shore, the catcher, is up. Mikey is 1 for 3. He, for the most part, he's done well behind the plate. He's thrown out a couple of runners at third, but I know there's one play that he'd love to have back, and that's a foul pop-up that he was underneath. The ball hit right in his mitt and popped out. Hernandez's first pitch is just off the outside corner for ball 1. Sam retired the first 2 hitters in the 8th, and now he's allowed 2 straight singles. Mikey Shore swings and misses. Hernandez sets and delivers. Slow roller to Chris. He comes in, makes the easy pick up and throw. And that ends the top of the 8th inning for Kenosha. When we come back, leading off the inning for the A's will be Harry Stelt. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. Harry Stelt leads it off. Like we mentioned earlier, Harry leads the club at this point in almost all major offensive categories, the key one being home runs. Harry takes that first pitch outside. Mark Winkle in the house, making his way to his seat. Breaking pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Justin Binns, Kenosha's first pitcher, had a lot of success on that outside corner. Bouncing ball gets past the pitcher. Schultz charges, picks and throws for the easy out. That brings up Jacob Neese. Neese tied up the ball game in the fifth when he hit into a bases loaded fielder's choice. Jacob is 0 for 3 with an RBI. Pitches ball. TD Walker is in the on-deck circle, waiting to get his chance. All of Kenosha's 8 hits have been singles. 2 of Sheboygan's hits have been doubles. Ball is popped up behind home plate. And that time, Mikey Shore is able to hang on to it. If he'd have done that in the 5th inning, Sheboygan would not have a run. That brings up TD Walker. Coffey's first pitch is in for a strike. After this ball game, Greater Green Bay will play Kenosha. Be a quick turnaround for both of those teams. Walker hits a fly ball out to Pazoka in center, and he makes the easy catch. When we come back for the 9th, Matt will take you through that inning. Hopefully Matt can bring us home a winner.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Welcome back to the top of the 9th here in extra innings at Wildwood Park in Sheboygan. Tied up at 2-2. And leading off for Kenosha, Aaron Schauer. Schauer is 0 for 2 with a walk. This one's popped up. And Ryan's coming over. Lost it. E2. Counts 0-1 now. Now here comes another ball. That one's in New Jersey Avenue, and it's rolling down the street. And it's gonna park itself by the tree. This one's they're all at first is not in time. Base hit. Chris tried to made the throw, but not just in time. Not in time though.
This would be a case where if that run scores, it's on.
Center fielder number 9, Zach Pazuka.
Now batting for Kenosha, Zach Pazoka. Pazoka is 1 for 4. First pitch is called a strike for Hernandez. Something in my eye. You have Shower on first. Pitch number 2 is called for strike 2. No outs in here in the top of the 9th. These are the extra innings. This is not a 9-game inning. Well, this is a 7-inning game. That ball double. The first extra base hit for Kenosha. There are now just top of the 9th. No outs. Knocking on the door of 2 runners in score. Now Ryan's going to talk to Hernandez. See what they want to do. Now batting for Kenosha is Dan Hahn. Hahn is 1 for 4 on today. And they just walked him intentionally, so now bases are loaded. Force play at any base. So now Riley Hughes is up, who is 1 for 4. And Riley Hughes is a designated hitter. Infield playing short. Playing in. Outfield looks like to be even. Counts a 1-0 for Hernandez. Now here comes the pitch. Outside ball. Ball 2. This is not the case where you want to walk anyone in this scenario. Even if it's in extra innings or just in a regular game. That pitch is down for a strike. Counts 2-1. Hernandez winds out, now delivers. Pitch low for ball 3. Awful deep territory. Not looking good for Sheboygan. This one is popped up and hit out into New Jersey Avenue, I do believe. Now it's a full count, but still there is no outs. Force play at any base, so you just have to tap the base. Here comes a pitch. Now Tim, and that walk forces a run in, so Kenosha up with a 3-2 lead. Crowd wasn't happy with that call.
Left fielder number 24, Tony Newman.
Now batting for Kenosha is Tony Newman. Newman is 1 for 4 on today. Hernandez. This one is flied foul. Counts 0-1, no outs, bases still loaded. This one's grounded to third, but just foul. It was a good thing because then Kenosha would have had one more runner in for a 2-run lead. Oh, 2's the count here. No outs. Bases loaded. Top of the ninth. Hernandez trying to reel her in. And another strike. Or that was a ball. Excuse me. Counts now 1-2. Here comes a pitch and a swing and a miss for out number 1. But still bases loaded. Now batting for Kenosha is T.G. Yakmiski. Yakiminsky is 0 for 3 with a walk. Two for 3, excuse me, with a walk. And that first pitch by Hernandez is a strike. 0-1's the count. One out here in the top of the ninth. Another strike from Hernandez. 0-2's the count. Ten hits for Kenosha and only 4 for Sheboygan. Pitch low and inside for ball 1 from Hernandez. Infielders are staggered. First and third are playing up, and then second and shortstop are playing out. And nice smart play by Cooper Gussie. Makes a play, makes the catch, and throws it right away at home. 2 outs here. And now batting for Kenosha is Mason Schultz. And you don't want any more runs scored in this inning if you're Sheboygan. With bases loaded, just one hit can be a catastrophic event. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Hernandez gets set on the mound. Now delivers a pitch. Pitch inside, and Schultz looks like he should have swung on that one. Counts even at 1-1 for Schultz. Hernandez delivers a pitch. That's just fouled back into the net. Counts 1-2 with 2 outs with bases loaded. However, Kenosha does have a 1-point lead. 1-run lead, excuse me. Hernandez gets set, now delivers the pitch. This one's chopped into third, into right. But Gussie's there to make it. And now will end a scary inning for Sheboygan. Now they'll have their last chance to either tie up or win it. We'll be right back.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly... Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up. In my life! I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my... Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down! Get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back! My back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things. Yes, things are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
friendship.
Welcome back to bottom the ninth here, which is a last resort for Sheboygan. And now batting for Sheboygan is Mark Warner. He's 1 for 2 with a walk-on today. Bottom of the ninth, and here in extra innings for today. First pitch is for a strike, counts 0-1 for Warner. Just outside of the strike zone for ball one, counts even at 1-1. See, I've noticed that during break, Green Bay is already here as they take on Kenosha right after this game here at Wildwood Park. Their game ended quite a bit ago as they lost to West Allis 8-1. West Allis still remains undefeated in the league. This one is hit into left center and just goes off the fence, and nice double from Mark Warner to lead off the inning. Now some life for Sheboygan. Now batting for Sheboygan, Joey Pettit. Pettit is 1 for 2 with a walk. Now Pettit represents the winning run, as Warner represents the tying run. The sec is going to try to looks like he's going to try to be a sacrificial bunt. One has picked up, now blowing from right to left a little bit. This is what Pettit did the last time he was up, tried to sacrifice bunt. And this one's high, and Warner's going to go to third for a wild pitch. Now it counts 1-1 for Pettit. Warner's on third after a wild pitch. Coffee gets set at the mound. Now high inside pitch for Coffee. Counts 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the ninth inning. On this lovely day. And that one is threaded the needle in between Warner and the third baseman, and Pettit gets an RBI, base hit, and we're tied. Still no outs.
Shortstop number 11, Becker.
Now Bennett Becker out for Sheboygan. Becker is 0 for 3. Now, first baseman Coffee and Mikey Shower talking about probably what they're going to do with Pettit. Three now here in the bottom of the ninth. Sheboygan does play at 5 o'clock depending how long the next game takes. Bennett tries to lay down a bunt but pulls back. Pitches for a ball. Was a low pitch. 4-0's the count. Still no outs. Pettit is on first. Another bunt, and that one's going to be sacrifice bunt, but Pettit is on second. Now up is Cooper Gussie.
Right fielder number 4, Cooper Gussie.
Gussie's 0 for 2 and a hit by a pitch. One out here. One out here in the bottom of the ninth. Sheboygan does have a runner in scoring position. This one's popped up. And the catcher. Two outs now in the bottom of the ninth. Leading off is Ross Chris.
Number 31,
Ross Chris is 2 for 4. He has hit 2 doubles. He has have his last out to center field was a long one. Pitched in the dirt for ball 1. Chris has come alive in his last 3 at bats. 2 for 3, 2 of them both doubles. High outside pitch, ball 2. On deck is Shane Ryan. Then in the hole is Harry Stelp. Ball just bounces to the side of the catcher. Pettit thought about going, but then decided to stay back, which is probably the smartest choice. Now 3-0 this count for Chris. Probably playing it safe with him. Now Coffee delivers it. And this one is fouled down the first base line, excuse me. Counts 3-1. If you're a Sheboygan fan or a Kenosha fan, you're sitting on the edge of your seat. 'Cause this game is extremely tight. Even though the stats may not look like it, it's a very tight game. And now, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a runner on second. Pet's going to be moving no matter what it is. The moment that pitcher releases a ball, he's going to be going. All 4. And now Shane Ryan up to bat. He is 0 for 4. infield's talking about what to do.
The catcher, number 27, Shane Ryan.
Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning, all tied up in extra innings. I thought we retired the time. I think we should retire the company definitely. Yeah. If that happens one more time, I'm taking it away. Runners on first and second for Sheboygan. Coffey's still pitching. Shane Ryan is up to bat. Pitch low and inside for ball 1. I know Mike is getting a little antsy up here in the box. Coffey gives credit the look, but swing and miss from Ryan. A healthy cut. Counts 1-1. Now here comes the pitch from Coffey. That one's in the dirt. Counts 2-1 for Ryan. Has a chance to be a hero. 1 runner in scoring position. 1 on first. Here comes the pitch. That one is a strike. Called for a strike. Counts 2-2 for Ryan. Coffey looks back at second. And this one's hit. And it's caught. And we'll be going into the 10th inning. And I'll hand it over for Mike for this inning. All tied up 3-3.
I'm not usually... I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly... Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up. In my life. I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my... Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back, my back! I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things. Yes, things are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And
please be quiet.
Listen, you hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
As we get ready to start the top of the 10th, Joey Pettit is going to be pitching for Sheboygan. And give you the numbers for Sam Hernandez, who did a fine job. He went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, was not earned. He did walk 4 and had 7 strikeouts. Leading off the 10th inning for Kenosha will be Mikey Shore. Drew Canet, the third baseman. Drew is 1 for 4 in the ball game. Pettit has made 3 appearances on the mound, no starts. He's gone 6 innings so far, given up 3 hits with 6 strikeouts. First pitch is fouled straight back. Pettit's been a strike thrower so far. Hopefully he can continue that today. Breaking pitch is in for a strike. Sheboygan scored 1 in the bottom of the second on an RBI hit by Joey Pettit. Kenosha came back to take the lead in the third on a 2 RBI single by Riley Hughes. Sheboygan tied it in the 5th on a ground out by Jacob Neese. It stood at 2-2 for the longest time until the top of the 10th, when Kenosha was able to score a run on a bases loaded walk, and Sheboygan came back in the bottom of the 9th to tie it on an RBI single by Joey Pettit again. So Pettit has had a prominent impact on today's ball game. So hopefully that'll continue here with his pitching. Canet has proved to be pretty pesky this at bat. He's has a 1-ball, 2-strike count. He's fouled a couple of pitches off. He singled his last time up. Pitch is up high. As generally happens in events like this, where you have one game after another, you run late, and that's what we are here, running late. Pettit gets a strikeout on Canet, and that brings up Mikey Shore. First pitch is in there for a strike. Kenosha's hit the ball today. They have 10 hits. 9 of them have been singles. Sheboygan has 6 hits, and 3 of their hits have been doubles. Kenosha had an excellent opportunity in the top of the 9th. They had the bases loaded, nobody out. A little blooper out to right field. It's over Harry Steltz's head. And Shore has himself a single with 1 out in the 10th. But after that bases loaded walk, Hernandez struck out Newman and then got Yakominski and Schultz to fly out to right. And like I mentioned, Sheboygan was able to make up that 1-run difference in the bottom half of the 9th. Now we're in the 10th. Pettit's first pitch is a ball. Pitch is fouled straight back. Aaron Schauer is 0 for 2, 0 for 3. No, pardon me, 1 for 3 with a walk. He scored that lead run in the ninth. Good play by Shane Ryan on that outside pitch. Line drive out the short. Bennett Becker takes the play at second himself and then throws the first for the double play. Pitcher's best friend there. Hopefully Sheboygan can win it in the bottom of the 10th. Brendan Jeffrey now on the mound for Kenosha. Big right-hander. Thomas Coffey had a good outing. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 2 and struck out 2. Kenosha now depending on Jeffrey to get Sheboygan out here in the bottom of the 10th. Sheboygan has the meat of their order up. Harry Stelt, Jacob Neese, and T.D. Walker. Hopefully there's some hits in the bats of those 3 hitters to get this win for Sheboygan. It's been a good game. We're at about 2 hours and 50 minutes. When you consider we're going into the bottom of the 10th, that's not too bad. It's been a pretty well played game in terms of the action moving on. Having 4 errors between the 2 teams, of course, that's not good. Harry leading it off. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Jeffrey's first pitch is up high, a breaking ball. Harry was intentionally walked in the 5th. Jeffrey not giving Harry anything to hit so far. Pitch is popped up on the infield. And the first baseman, Yakominski, makes the easy catch. And Harry mad at himself. Wanted to do something a little more than pop it up on the infield. Brings up Jacob Neese. Jacob 0 for 4 with an RBI. Jacob and Mikey Shore have had something going on here back in the 5th inning. Jacob hit a foul pop-up behind home plate that Shore was not able to catch, and that led to Nice's fielder's choice ground out that scored the tying run. And then in the 8th inning, Jacob hit another foul pop-up behind home plate. That one Shore was able to catch. Jacob had a good rip at that high fastball, fouled it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jacob. T.D. Walker waiting on deck. Pitch is outside. Evens the count at 2-2. There's a line drive. Base hit to left field. Jacob just stuck the bat out. Followed through on the swing and got a base hit. With 1 out, Sheboygan will not be bunting. Hopefully T.D. Walker can keep it going. Walker's 0 for 4. He did reach on an error. As I look at my score sheet, TD hasn't had any fly balls today. That good rip at that fastball. Yeah, there you go. Little kid out there. Where's the ball? Ball tick into the mid of Shore. Nice taking a moderate lead over at first. Oh, he stretches it out a little bit. Walker takes that pitch for a ball. Throw down by Shore is not in time. Greater Green Bay is in the house waiting to take the field for their second game of the weekend. Bouncing ball to third. Good pick by Knit, and he throws out Walker at first, but Nice does move up to second. And Warner is up. He's 2 for 3 on the day with the double his last trip. Warner with a chance to win the ball game. Be a quick turnaround for Kenosha. They play the next game. Nice with a nice lead off a second. He'll be running like the wind on a base hit. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 10th. All tied up at 3. Pitch is in the dirt. Joey Pettit is on deck. We mentioned earlier Joey has 2 RBIs today. A couple of singles. That'd be an interesting situation to get Joey up. Could not only win the game for the A's, but also garner a win for himself. Warner has a 3-0 count. Be interesting to see if he's hitting, if he has the green light. Pitch was out of the strike zone for a ball. Puts runners on first and second. And Joey Pettit up. You got to like that number 25 on Joey's back. He wears it well. Jeffrey comes set. Pretty good audience participation on that one, CJ. Everybody clap your hands. Got about 10 fans out there clapping. But you know who 8 of them were? The Greater Green Bay Blue Ribbons. Let's get this game over with. Shore going out to talk to his pitcher. It's been a long afternoon for the men in blue. It's a 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-0. Waiting on deck is Bennett Becker. That pitch is right down Main Street for a strike. 3-1. Pettit looking to get the RBI hit. There it is. Down to right. Diving attempt. Not made. Sheboygan wins the ball game on a base hit by Joey Pettit. Great effort out there by the right fielder, but he couldn't get it. And Sheboygan wins in 10 by a score of 4-3. The line score for this ball game is Kenosha 3 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Sheboygan 4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Joey Pettit, and he also got the game-winning hit. The losing pitcher is Brandon Jeffrey. We'll be back somewhere around 5 o'clock for Sheboygan's second game when they play the Addison Braves. Until then, we'll see you down the road. Again, Sheboygan a winner, 4-3.